Teenagers from across Maricopa County are speaking up about issues impacting their generation. Today they joined County Attorney Rachel Mitchell to talk about everything from reckless driving to substance abuse to social media and their mental health. Sean Rice now joins us with what they and parents and adults had to say. Sean, it's interesting they brought these kids together.
Yeah, very well-spoken group of 4 teens. And County Attorney Rachel Mitchell says far too often adults are trying to tackle the problems that teens may be facing without speaking to them directly. So that's why she joined or created this advisory council to talk and hear directly from those teens. Ultimately, it's a group of more than 24 teens who meet monthly to discuss the most pressing issues they're facing in their daily lives. And today we had the opportunity to hear from 4 of those students. They meet throughout the school year. They hear from prosecutors, law enforcement officials, and community leaders before deciding which issues they want to tackle the most. The group created educational materials like this one here on the screen inside the Maricopa County Attorney's office. These materials are aimed at helping understand the consequences of reckless driving and what to do if a friend experiences a drug overdose. But as discussions continued, students kept talking about mental health. They told county leaders many teens feel isolated, overwhelmed, and unsure where to turn for support. Take a listen to the back and forth I had with these high schoolers this afternoon and some of the insight they gave to my questions.
When you learn something here as being on this board or council, and you try to have those conversations with your peers, how do you approach those conversations, and what do you hear back when you do have those conversations?
So you have to first find the right person. And once you do, you approach it softly. You start with a casual conversation. Because you got to make whoever you're talking to comfortable first before you tell them that something they're doing is wrong. And then when you actually have the conversation, the most important thing to do is listen.
Are you guys seeing that in your day-to-day, that there's fights that happen and they get out of control and ultimately people get hurt? Do you guys see that?
I have been in situations where I have seen fights happen, and mostly they really do come from not being around the right group of people. So overall, I have not seen it recently, which I think that it definitely has gotten better over the past few months. Police have been doing a really good job monitoring that stuff. And social media they've been very good on monitoring social media.
So the question that came up today is, how can adults, parents help their own teens face these problems that they see daily? They said adults often want to immediately solve their child's problems, but sometimes teenagers simply need someone who is willing to listen. They also said one thing that can really help is showing them the consequences that their actions can bring. Many said that would be helpful if they saw it visually that said, this could be your future if you go down the wrong path. Now, the county attorney's office says they will have applications open for teens to serve on the Youth Advisory Council through the Maricopa County Attorney's office at the end of July. It's right in time for the upcoming school year. Back to you guys.
Yeah, those teens are very impressive, Sean.
Very impressive.
Yeah, they are. All right, Sean, thank you.